We're ready. Hi, thank you for joining us. So we've got this group going. For those who can't be on this group, you're going to see this live on Facebook, but what we're going to do is um, keep in contact with both. So if you have any questions during any of this whatsoever, just comment in the chat thread or the comments under the live thread and we'll get to you. I'm Amber. I am going to kick us off here. I'm going to kind of give you a little overview of what you have in store for you tonight, along with your cocktails in your hand. If you were just added to the group today, you'll see that there's quite a few coaches that have gone in and shared their stories. And if you've been watching them, you'll notice that they're all so different, because I feel like we all have such different backgrounds, which kind of is why this is so cool and how we're all kind of coming together, making such a massive impact on everybody with such different lives going on in the background. And with that being said, what we're going to do tonight is we're going to have a couple different speakers come on. We're first going to cover what we do as coaches, because I feel like that's the number one question. Like, what do you do all day? We're going to talk about some of the common fears, because I know before I became a coach, that's what held me back for so many, oh my gosh, 6 months to a year almost before I went in and went all in, because I had so many fears. We're going to talk about time commitment. We're going to talk about posting and the social media aspect of everything. And then we're going to go in and talk about, well, what happens if you fail? We'll go over questions. We're going to go over the cost of it, what it costs you to be a coach. And then we're going to kind of lead into what's next and where do we go from here. So we're going to kick it off with Samantha as far as what we do as coaches. Sam, let me unmute you.
So first and foremost, we are focusing on our own journey first, our own health, our own nutrition, our own mindset, especially during these times, and making sure that we are pouring into ourselves first. And then another perk, I think, of being a coach, but also one of our tasks, is participating in our wellness groups or accountability groups, challenge groups. We have so many different names for these boot camps. Participating in that for additional motivation and support and accountability, again, for our own journey. And then what we refer to the income producing activities, so what will actually grow your income during this, is really 4 things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. Number one, posting, and I know a couple of you guys have questions on posting. Katie's going to talk about that later. But posting your journey on social media, and the one thing I'll point out is the good and the bad. Yes, people want to see the days that you saw chiseled leg muscles for the first time ever, or you stuck to your nutrition plan, or maybe you shed a couple of pounds, but people also want to know when you refill mini Cadbury eggs before you do a coach sneak peek, and you have wine, and you skip a workout one day, because we are not perfect, we're human, and that's what makes people want to join us, is our relatability. So sharing the good and the bad. Number 2 is we expand our network. Most of us do this on Instagram or Facebook, and we teach you how to find people that you like and that you would want to be a part of your tribe. Number 3, we connect with them. We never just go right into an invite. I mean, hands up if you've received something like that and you're like, ew, no, block, on to the next. So we pride ourselves in connecting with people, and then we invite them to learn more about coaching. So you can invite to something like this, and or invite them to learn more about our wellness groups. And then last but not least, most people don't sign up right away. Most people need to think about it, ask their significant others, or just mull it over, and then they want to sign up. So the last thing that we do is just circle back with these people and follow up to see if now is a good time. And it's just that on repeat. We have training on every single step. So you're not supposed to know how to do that right now. We give you tips and tricks and insights on what to post, how to find these people, how to connect with them when you feel like you have nothing to say, and then how to invite them and then follow up with them as well. And last but not least, all of that is here for you on what we call the business activity tracker. So if you like to-do lists or you thrive off of routine and whatnot, all of that is listed for you. So you don't need to memorize any of it. It's right there, and you can just check it off as you go through your tasks throughout the day.
I love it. That's everything. That's it. I'm still prepared. I'm still getting over to live stream. So if nothing else, we'll get them the recording. But next we're going to hear from Coley, and she's going to go over some fears.
Yeah? Yeah? You hear me? All right. Cheers, y'all. Wet my whistle. Hello. Good afternoon, evening, day, happy whatever day you're watching this. Hi. Welcome to your chit chat with all of us. I'm here to talk to you about a couple fears that, if not all of us, have had. We probably have had it at one time or another. My biggest fear of signing up was I didn't think that I was fit enough to inspire anybody. I thought I needed to have abs. I thought that I needed to know how to do workouts properly without modifying. I thought I needed to be like the trainers that are teaching me how to train in order for me to inspire and encourage other people. And like Sam said, or maybe Amber said it, somebody already said it, we're human beings. We're supposed to eat chocolate eggs before, after, and possibly even during our workout. I ate a whole can of whipped cream in 2 days. It's all good. We're still inspiring people. Like, we're human beings. I'm not going to swear. Poop happens. So just, be yourself. The more you're yourself, the more people are going to relate to you, and the more that people are going to love you, and the more that people are going to trust you and respect you and want to be, your homie. There's lots of other fears out there too, like, what if I can't do this? What if nobody signs up with me? I don't want to post. Like, don't worry. Like, we got your back. Don't worry. We got your back.
I love it. I love it so much. Okay. Did you have any, you're kind of cutting out, so I don't want to cut you off, but if you're done, we're going to let you keep drinking. Okay. Emily's going to talk about time commitment because Emily is a mama that is working full time. So I figured she would be perfect at this.
I just want to know when I can come hang out with Coley is my first question. Where do you live? When can we hang out? Okay, so first thing off the bat about the time commitment is you need to know that it looks different for everybody. I work full-time. I'm a mom, a wife, a friend, a daughter, all the things as everybody else is. But since I do work full-time, I thought I'd talk a little bit about how I work working in this business into that as well. I also want to say that it looks different for everybody, and also you'll hear this probably a lot, but what you put in is a direct result of what you get out of it. So while you don't have to spend hours and you don't have to stay up until 2 a.m. every single day working this business, what you put in is what you're going to get in return. So you kind of just, however you want to work that into your schedule is what is going to work best for you. So my day looks something like this. I wake up a couple hours before I start working. I'm a morning workout person. I was not a morning workout person when I started. It's new. It's not new. I've been doing it for a while, but it was a thing that grew on me. So first thing I do is post an accountability check for my wellness group that I've got going. We have that daily. It's just like a little checklist thing that they have to do every day. Return any messages that I might have missed overnight. Get dressed, drink my pre-workout, read my personal development. If you're not a reader or if you're commuting to work, you could do your personal development during that time. I like to read rather than listen, so I do that while I'm drinking my pre-workout, and then I work out. While I'm working out, I record my video, so I edit that when I'm done. I post it, drink my recovery shake, get ready for the day, and then I log into work. And I try not to touch my phone. It's hard to do. Try not to touch my phone until lunchtime. And I always try to do a couple of our tasks that are on that activity tracker that Sam mentioned over my lunch break. The ones that I know that I can just kind of click off really quickly, like something like check in with my team, post some accomplishments or recognition, some simple things that I know I can just get done really quickly. And you'll get used to that too. Once you see the list, you'll be able to know which ones you can do fairly quickly. Get those out of the way while I'm either eating or cooking or feeding my kid. And then honestly, at that point, I put my phone down until he goes to bed. If you have a job that's flexible and you're able to just like, if somebody messages you, you can message them back, then you can do that. But I don't think a lot of jobs probably like that very much. So I put my phone away until he goes to bed. So that means basically from 1 to 8, I'm checked out. I am finishing my workday. I am having family time with my family. I'm cooking dinner. We're eating, getting bath done. He goes to bed. And honestly, that's when I get the majority of my work done. So it's definitely fits around your schedule, however you want it to, however you need it to. But then it looks so much different for somebody like Sam or Amber who's doing this full time. They can spend so much time more time during the day. But we all have the same amount of things that we have to do that we want to do every single day. So you really just kind of squeeze it in however you can.
Perfect. Thank you, Emily. Next up is Katie. She's going to talk about posting in social media. I cannot. There you are. You got
me.
Okay.
Wow, I feel like I have a lot to live up to right now. And is it okay if I swear? My dumb ass put myself on a 3-day cleanse, so I can't even have alcohol right now. I have tea. Like, what was I thinking? Anyways, so Coley mentioned a little bit about fears when you get started. And one of my biggest fears was centered around social media, having to post in my stories, talk in my stories, having to post it all, because really when I started coaching, I hadn't really taken very many pictures of myself in the last couple of years. And so it was a lot to get around. And it was really scary for me to get started, so much so that one of the first things that we tell you to do when you become a coach is to make like a coming out post, like basically post on social media, like, hey, I'm doing this thing now. And I never even did that. I just like sneakily started like doing little bits because I was so scared of what people would think of me. And now, about 2 years later, social media is my favorite part of my job. So just a little bit of background on me. My degree is in art, but I actually originally was going to go to college for photography. And so social media has become like my creative outlet within my job that really like fuels me and fuels part of my passion, because I get to share my story and I get to inspire people through pictures and I get to challenge myself in new ways. And I've learned so much about Instagram and how all this stuff works. And all of that is through our team. Like, I didn't know any of this before I started coaching, so much so that now I'm coaching full time. But previously, my job was running 3 Instagram pages for local restaurants. And I didn't know anything about Instagram before I started this. So there's trainings on everything from, you know, just how things work to how Instagram works. And everything that I've learned, everything that any of the coaches who've spoken so far have learned are things that we've been taught as a team. And I've never been a part of a company or any type of job where there's so many tools available for you to learn. It's really amazing.
I love it. Thank you so much for sharing that. I'm going to go into a little bit about what if I fail, because that was I had a ton of fears, but my biggest thing always is what holds me back is what if I fail? So Katie kind of already covered it, but the amount of training that not only we provide for newer coaches, but Beachbody in general provides for us is just unbelievable, to the point, and Sam mentioned it, we have a tracker where you're told exactly every single day what to do. Like, you don't know what to do, go to the tracker. What haven't you done? Great, keep moving forward. And so it is truly a step-by-step process. It really is one-on-one calls, group calls. Sometimes we get on calls and we work together. Sometimes we get on calls and just chit-chat and figure out what's going on in our lives. But absolute, like, worst case scenario, say you sign up, you're a coach now. You have your workouts, you have your meal plans. Maybe you got the shakes, the Shakeology, or maybe you got the pre and the post workout, or who knows, maybe you went for everything because you're really pumped up and you're into it. And then all of a sudden you realize you don't have any friends or family members and nobody wants to be a part of feeling better. Like just nobody, you're just done. So you have to think of it as, are you feeling though? Because if you're following the workouts and you're doing the meal plans, or even kind of doing the meal plans, you're going to feel better. And that's the one thing that I noticed even before I started inviting people with me, is that I feel the absolute best that I have ever felt. So there for me, I was like, okay, it's not a fail because I feel amazing. But not only that, when I really started digging in and putting myself out there, like when I was like, okay, I'm gonna go all in and actually do this coaching thing, it is unbelievable the amount of people that reach out to you and say, hey, you inspired me to do this, or hey, what is it you're doing? You're glowing, you're happy, you keep talking about how you feel good. I want to feel good in my skin. And that at the end of the day is everything. And that's why I feel like that's why we're so passionate about Beachbody. And it's not even Beachbody, it's just what they offer us to feel the best we've ever felt. It is our job to be our best selves. I didn't know what reading well, basically, I didn't know what reading was before I became a coach. Like personal development, what is that? What do you mean bettering my mindset? What do you mean gaining the confidence? What does that mean? And so like it is my job to wake up every day and go pick up a book that betters who I am as a person. What job pays you to do? That's insane. So not only does my employer, essentially, I guess we work for ourselves, but who we partner with, they are saying, hey, number one, you're here to work on you. Number two, we want other people to feel as good as you do. And at the end of the day, that's what our job is about. So worst case scenario, I don't know, get the work out, start seeing results, feeling good, happier, more energized, you're nicer to your spouse, you're moving your body more. I guess the absolute worst case scenario would be if your mindset didn't allow you to move forward and expand, like what a massive opportunity that this could be. Let's go over questions. Does anybody have any questions? I was going to say post them in the group, but that's not an option for us. So if you have any questions, post them in the chat. And I do also want to open up this time because I know that there are some other coaches, even some newer coaches I see on here. If you guys have anything that you want to add that maybe when you first started coaching or anything that you want to add to this, let us know. You'll have to unmute yourself because right now everybody's muted. No, silence.
I did get a question asked. It was actually in the group page from earlier, and it was about how to build a team when you don't know many people. Honestly, I love that you're thinking of that right now. Like the fact that you're thinking of building a team, especially if you don't know any people, just like lights my heart like on fire, or it makes my heart smile. Let's say that. And so, but you're not supposed to know how to do that right now. We teach you how to attract those people. And also, I really do think that there's probably someone in your life that wants to support you. Maybe they don't want to coach with you, but they want to support you. There are those people that can enroll. And then we teach you how to invite and attract people to the actual coaching opportunity. So you're not supposed to know that right now, but we do give you a step-by-step guide on how to do that. And then how to make money as a coach. There, you do get weekly bonuses once you do start to grow a team, which is optional. And that gets a little bit tricky to explain, but it is a weekly bonus. And then also we get paid 25% off of anything that you sell. And I always want to point out here that yes, we have products that we sell, right? We have fitness and nutrition and supplementation and courses and things like that. But I always tell my coaches, if you feel like you're selling, you're doing it wrong. And if I ever thought that this was a sales job, I never would have even clicked interested in coaching, right? We always lead with our journey and our transformation. And naturally, people will want to be a part of a healthy lifestyle or be a part of a wellness community. And part of that is the perk of getting workouts and or nutrition and or supplementation that you need. So yes, that is one way that we make money. because this is a business, right? We all want to earn money at this, but we lead from the heart and lead with our own journey. And then there's also a couple other ways that we earn money, like bonuses throughout the quarter, extra bonuses when you sign up 5 coaches within 5 weeks. So there's fun things like that, but that's the overall gist of how we earn an income.
I like that. I'm glad that you answered that question. I meant to address that earlier. I know, okay, for me, I've been a coach for 3 years, and it wasn't until Andy and I got serious that there was somebody on my team that was like related to me, or that I was dating, like that was on my team. And so you definitely don't need to know half the world in order to be successful in this business. That was another fear that I had. Okay, I think we are going to talk about pricing, correct? And Sam, I believe you have something for us, because we're going to talk about that, and we're going to go into what's next, and then we'll wrap this up.
Perfect. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, great. So here are the different sign-up options, and there's a couple little disclaimers at the bottom that I think are really important, especially for the people on this call. But first and foremost, there's 3 main options to get enrolled. First, we call it the nada plan. You don't get anything. You don't get workouts, you don't get meal plans or nutrition or supplementation. So if you just want to start off bare bones as a coach and get in and do our training, it's $39.95 USD, $39.95 European, I think it's pounds or euro, pounds, and then $49.95 Canadian. What most people sign up with is the basics plus VIP access. What this is a whole year of our Beachbody On Demand, which we call like the Netflix of fitness, plus access to, depending on when you're listening to this, we have new programs launching all of the time. So at the time of this recording, 10 Rounds is the newest program, which is boxing and lifting and agility. And that comes included. It doesn't launch for everybody else until October. So you get access right away. You get your choice of our superfood smoothie Shakeology, or our pre-workout and our protein shake, Recover. And you get a whole bunch of other meal plans and goodies that come with that for only a one-time fee of $160. And then all in is everything that I've mentioned, but it's Shakeology and Energize and Recover and the 3-day refresh and Hydrate, which is like BCAAs during your workout, and then some extra goodies. And those all vary from $220 to $360, and those are USD prices. So those are the options. A couple disclaimers though. The only required recurring fee, which doesn't start until next month, so we're recording this on April 1st, so this wouldn't start until May 1st, and it's $15.95. So $16, and what that covers is everything from inventory. We don't have any inventory. It covers your coach websites that are maintained for us. It covers all of the infomercials. You guys, I'm actually on an infomercial. Someone took a screenshot of the one that's airing right now for the free trial, and I'm in there. And so many other things. Coach relations, the support is incredible that we're given, and that's included in the $16 a month. Now, if you are already a discount member or a discount coach, you do not have to buy or do or pay anything. You already have the access, and you already are paying that $16 a month fee. So literally all you have to start doing is sharing your journey. And then of course you can upgrade to some different products if you want them. And last but not least is if you are in the military, if you are a veteran, or if you are a spouse of someone that's active in the military, not only is that $39.95 fee waived, but so is the $16 a month fee. So it's basically free for you to coach. And so we will help you choose that bundle. And so thinking of next steps, talk to the person that invited you to this call, ask all of the questions. All of us are open books. We've been coaching from, let's say, like 3 months to 6.5 years. And so we can get an answer for you and talk about what you would want out of coaching so that we can see if this would be a good fit for you. Second, we'll help you choose your bundle if you need/want one. And third, start training. The one really cool thing is that training is in one-on-one, right? So you're going to work with your coach and their upline, and we're all one big happy family, so we all help each other. But also something very special that we're doing because of this group, this sneak peek group that we're doing, is everybody who signs up by tonight, Wednesday, April 1st, through Sunday, April, whatever that is, we are starting a new coach training Sunday night and into Monday morning for a whole week. So I'll stop sharing my screen for a second. So everybody that decides to sign up, you guys are going to be like a class, like the class of April 2020, and we're going to bring you guys all through this together so that you're learning the basics and exactly what to do and how to start doing all of these different tasks together. And again, that'll start Sunday night. So anyone who signs up by then will get added into there.
I love it. I was just in there today looking at everything, and I'm so excited for the coach mentorship. All right. If nobody has any questions or anything they want to throw out there or add to it, we'll let you get on with your evening. I think I've got an episode of Ozarks waiting for me. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining. Be sure to contact the person who brought you into this group and go over any and all questions that you have. Otherwise, we'll see you on Sunday in the coach mentorship. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.